much time left to prepare. I was looking outside. Well, it's really beautiful outside right now. We have blue skies right now. Let me just say this as a metaphor or whatever. Let me see if I can flip it. There's blue skies right now. The sun is shining. Okay, it is. But the gray skies are coming. And you can probably pick up on it too if you allow a certain frequency to, it is the frequency out there. You can pick and choose what frequency you want to focus on. Good morning. I want to be happy. And it's going to be kind of hard to be happy in a world that won't have no blue skies in it for quite a bit of people. It won't. And even for those into the future who have, who are looking for those blue skies and they see them at first, those blue skies also will turn to gray, is what's going to happen. It's like looking at an oasis into the future. And when you're looking at it and you're looking around, it doesn't take too long to realize all it is an oasis, like you're in the desert, dry desert, but it's an oasis. We don't have much time left to get our lives in order. It's really unfathomable if you think, yeah, I gotta look up the ceiling for a second. It's unfathomable if you think about it. What is being allowed to happen behind the scenes and right in front of our eyes? It is truly unfathomable. I've never even allowed myself to even entertain any type of things like this that are going on in the world. It's like it's hard to believe what you're seeing, and it's like right in front of your face, what you see in like when you log on to the internet, you see headlines. You log on to certain social media things, you see certain headlines. You turn on the news, it all depends on what type of news you turn on, you see certain headlines. And you look at it and you feel like, well, I'm living in a totally different world. It's like we got thrown into some type of a timeline that perhaps we never knew existed. Well, it exists, you're on it. Post shifts are coming. Resistor, I guess that's what your name is. It's like a movie. It truly is like a movie, and I don't want to be in this movie. I don't. If I jump to the end, I don't even want to be in the middle of the movie. I don't want to be in it. Me and my human self, I don't want to be in it. Even in my spiritual self, I don't want to be in the movie. I don't, because I don't like how they wrote the script. Yeah, let's just say that. They wrote the script to play out a certain way, and they gave us all roles, more or less. Whether you realize you got a role to play, they gave you a role. You got some lines in the movie that is, it's playing out. We can't say that it's not playing out, and it does feel like a movie. And it's going to turn into a horror movie for some. It is. It might turn into a grand adventure for some others. They say, yay, finally some excitement in my life. I'm tired of sitting on that couch and looking at the TV, staring at the computer with nothing to do. Now I got a lot of stuff to do. I love the excitement that's coming from this movie. Now I've got a role to play too. There's going to be some people like that. There is. Um, detach from the movie. It's going to be kind of hard to detach from the movie when you think you're walking off the movie set and you look around and the movie set never ends. The movie set is all around you in the world. Unless you were to like go, well, I think I'm going to walk onto a different movie set that has nice trees and all of this stuff. Maybe I want to go on the beach. Well, you'll be able to do that in that virtual world, in the metaverse. That will be your escape. You can put on that thing. What if that is the reason why they're doing that? Because they're going to destroy the world, and then you're going to have the meta, these things you put on your eyes, and you're going to live in that reality because they've destroyed the real world. That's how they wrote the script. But then why would they want to destroy it? I don't know. Hold on a second, you all. Just hold on one moment. My nose is like, it's. I'd like to rewrite the script, and you can rewrite the script, I guess you can to some extent, but there's some things beyond your control that you cannot rewrite. I'm just telling you right now. You cannot rewrite the major roles that some major people are playing. You cannot rewrite their role. You may be able to rewrite your own role. Let's say that. You can rewrite your own script, your own role, even though you're still in the movie, you can change the script for you. Let's think of it that way. We can get creative. We can change the script for us. You may not be able to change certain set events that are said to occur, but you can change how you go about responding to them. You can. You will have. I do feel. I feel like that in my spirit, thinking about it. You can change certain aspects of you. You can say, well, I choose not to, even though you have wrote this into this script called life, this movie, and you got me playing this role and you got this event to happen, I think I'm going to change my part a little. I think I don't want to say what you wanted me to say. I think I don't want to do exactly what you want me to do. I think I'll do it different. So I'll make it better on myself and better on others. Maybe I'll choose not to do this because, if you would think about life with different timelines, we're talking about time, we're running out of time. If you think of the theory, there's something like multiverse, worlds within worlds, many, 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 many timelines. You do something different, you're on a different timeline. You tweak it a little bit more, you're on another timeline. But it's like all these series of events happen, and the way you respond to them changes the timeline, changes something, you tweak it. It's like if you go back in time and you change this one little thing when they do that. You know how the movies, if you go back and you just change this one instant, it changes the whole entire timeline. Oh my nose is tickling like that. I think that's probably possible. You think it's probably possible? Yeah, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it when it comes about. I'm going to try it. I'm just going to imagine I'm in a movie, and you can imagine you're in a movie, and we got a certain script, certain timeline that's playing out, and they got it wrote a certain way. And it's up to you to change how you want your role to play out. This sounds really weird having a conversation like that, but I really feel like we're in some kind of a matrix or something, because this is unbelievable what is occurring in the world, because in the real world, it never used to be able to happen like this unless CERN opened up a portal to a parallel world. A lot of parallel worlds, they literally split. It's like the Mandela effect. What if the Mandela effect? We have the bad on that side, the bad world. No, this side is kind of normal, because you'll have good, right is wrong and wrong is right. So there's a split, a total split, but this is a drastic split, what they got playing out right here. You got to think outside the box. Yeah, a lot of people been doing that their whole entire life. That's why they never fit in. They thinking outside the box. They not following. They're not a follower. They're a leader. That's right. You blaze your own path forward. is what you can do. Um, to do good for others, and must start with ourselves first. Absolutely. Don't be mean to yourself. Do yourself right. Don't do yourself wrong. Don't shortchange yourself. Don't speak down to yourself. Go within yourself and say, okay, how can I make it better? Because if I make it better for myself, then I'll be able to make it better for others that I come in contact with. It's just a mindset, and it's a heart thing. It's a heart thing on the inside of your being. We don't have much time left. You really do need to start preparing on the inside of your being, and start looking around. You can't cut corners. Don't be cutting corners when there's something major that's getting ready to occur, because it's already playing out. It is major. And if one set event plays out, it's kind of like the video yesterday, something about democracy. And somehow YouTube did a highlight. I guess they had something. They took a piece of my video that said democracy something. The YouTube platform itself, I don't know who did it, said highlight 0 to 334. It's a short video about democracy, and it gave a 6-month time frame. Well, August, September, October, November, December, January is 6 months, a 6-month time frame when things start really falling apart. But it was really interesting how it was, they put the picture of the White House, or it was the Capitol building, I don't know what it was, on that video and they had time frames that went all the way up to 15 months. If that happens, then you can have your tribulation. You'll have your 7 years of tribulation. You'll have your time of distress unequaled from the beginning of the world and never to be equaled again. You'll have that, but it will be the worldwide. There'll be a worldwide shaking is what we have to look at. Hello there, Lorianne. Light, I love it. Let me say love and light blessings from Australia. Yes, we love love and we love light. Without the light, you're not going to have that love on the inside of you. Without the love, you ain't going to have the light. It's not darkness and gloom, Gina. Love, hate, and darkness, Gina. Greetings, hate and darkness. That would be a horrible way to greet. I think love and light is a whole lot better. Because if we're living in a world where you have polar opposites, could you imagine somebody saying that? Hate and darkness, Gina. Oh my gosh. I'd look at somebody and thinking, you must have fell off of your rocker. You must be living on that other parallel world that's right here beside of us, but that we don't want to go over into. So you need to get back over on your side. Don't you be walking over on our line. That's how you got to look at it. Don't you be greeting me with hate and darkness. You can greet me with some love and light, because that's going to make my day a lot brighter. Oh my gosh. You can have fear or light. Oh my gosh. I like love and light. Love is the most powerful force on the face of the earth, and somehow, some way, love will conquer all, even the turmoil. The love will shine through even in the darkest of time, because it's the light within. The love is the light. It will shine through in the darkest of time. It will bring hope. It will. I'm not going to say that it won't, because it will. It has the capability, is fully capable of bringing light into a world that's gone dark. And its light is the love, the kindness, the compassion, the hope in a world that's gone dark. That's what love brings. It is truly the light. You may say, Gina, that's not true. Jesus says, I am the way, Jesus is the light, the way, the truth, and the light. Can I say that Jesus is love? Don't you be splitting hairs with me. Can I say God is love? Can I say that you got the love within you, you got God within you, you got Jesus within you, you got the light within you, you got all you need on the inside of you, you got the love and light. If you want to greet me with the love and light, if you want to say greetings, love and light, I am not going to object one single bit. Well, Gina, that's the new age. Quit splitting hairs with me. Look at the age. We are in a new age. I want to hear the love and light. I do. I don't want to hear the hate and darkness. I don't want to look around me. That's right. I don't got a problem with that. I have no problem with that. Because if you got a problem with that, this channel is not for you. If you don't want to hear somebody say love and light, I'm sorry, this channel may not be for you. You might want to go find one of those dark channels, the ones that are full of hate and darkness, is what I got to say. No, we truly are. We're running out of time to prepare, and the clock is ticking. What was that video I did? Is like we're at the 11th hour. Remember that video? How many weeks ago was that? I know it was before certain set event happened in my life that set off a chain of event that set me on a different total little detour path. Yeah, we're sparks of the divine creator. Yes, we are. We are. Little sparks all over the place like sparklers. Oh my goodness Christ. This will tell you what. No. Well, what was I going to say? The 11th hour. And when we did the video on the 11th hour, we did a YouTube search. If you haven't seen the video, there's all these movies about the 11th hour. There's books about the 11th hour. And it's not a good hour. It's not. Something happens in the 11th hour. It's much different than the doomsday clock, because you know the doomsday clock is I don't even know if they've changed the doomsday clock. It was like 3 minutes to midnight. What is it now? 1 minute to midnight? No, we ain't at 1 minute to midnight. But if a certain set event is written into the script, we will be at midnight. We will be in the midnight hour, and it'll be the darkest. Is it darkest at the midnight hour? Yeah. Oh, we went a diamond. When I saw Doreen, honey, when I seen the thing Diamond, I thought dancing. You know that, I want to dance. About that song, dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the stars so bright, holding you until the midnight, or sunlight, bing, bing, until the midnight. Dancing's what I do. Dancing makes me happy. Well, I'm in a garage, and I don't got much room to dance in a garage. I will say I have not thought about, I won't say I haven't thought about dancing in the garage. That would be a dance. Dancing in a garage. But at least I'd be happy dancing. I'd be so happy. I'd say I'm making the most of my situation that I find myself in, and it doesn't matter where I'm at, I can still dance from my heart. I would be saying that. It doesn't matter. I'll tune the world away, tune the world out, and I'll just dance. And it'll make me happy. Yeah. Good morning. We can say good morning. We can dance anyway. That's right. I do got one green screen down here that I could dance to. I could probably somehow manage to, I know that there's a TV over there. There's some kind of stereo in here. I wonder if it has anything I could stick in it. Ladovius Harris, my question is, do you love Jesus? Do you love Jesus? Is he your everything? Is he? I will tell you that you can tell, wait a minute, you'll know them by their fruit. If you can look at me and you can see the fruit of the Spirit within me, then you will see the love of God within me. If you look at me through eyes that are, say, a little blurry or something, you're not going to see what you want to see. You're going to see exactly what you want to see in people regardless, is what I'm going to say. Yeah, are you of the light of love? Are the light of God's love? Yeah, that's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful, because you will absolutely know them by their fruit. You know what? I don't think that I have ever in my life, let me see this. I'm going to answer this. I don't think I have ever in my life walked up to someone and just, do you love Jesus? I don't think I've ever done that. It's not coming to my memory, because they'll know you by your frequency. When I look at somebody, I can literally see right here. What are the fruits of your spirits? What do you got coming out of you? What's coming out of your mouth? What are you doing? Are you being this bad person out there? Yeah, all of that. No, I'm not going to go out there. And do you love Jesus? Do you love Jesus? That's not me. That's not me. I shouldn't even have to ask that. That should not be the first thing that comes out of my mouth. Do you love Jesus? It shouldn't, but it might be the first thing that comes out of your mouth. It might. It might be the first thing that comes out of people's mouths. It's like, show me your faith without works. Show me your works without faith. Let's take the whole package of the individual. There's a lot of people who have the love of God on the inside who may have never even heard of Jesus, but they're good people. Well, they can't be good people. They don't have Jesus. Well, if God is love, they do have Jesus, because God is love. And if you look out through history, if you look through the timelines, there's been many different names that have been given to God throughout history. And we don't even have the whole history. But underneath the 50 miles of bookshelves underneath the Vatican, there's a whole lot of hidden history since the beginning of time itself, thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, even longer than 6,000 years ago. Underneath that Vatican, 50 miles of bookshelves that they will not let people have access to. You have to ask yourself why. What is it you're hiding? Is there something beyond this life? Right here you are. We're running out of time to prepare. We are. And the first thing you need to do is get yourself right on the inside. Get you some love. Right there. Get you some wisdom. Get you some knowledge. You got to get yourself straightened out. It's like you can be broken and you can still help people. A broken vessel that helps people. That says a lot, doesn't it? Even though you're broken into on the inside, you still are able to go out and help people. That's really profound. If you're broken on the inside and you're that type of person, you're broken and you're shattered and you're able to go out and your light could even be cracked. You may not have much light left in you, but you're still going out and doing what you're supposed to do. You're doing the love your neighbor as yourself. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul. Love is the fulfillment of the law. What do you want to say, Gina? Love is the fulfillment of the law. It's the love on the inside of you. If you don't have the love, you don't have God. You don't have the supreme being on the inside of your being. Love is everything. It's everything. It's what you give, because some people don't have it to give. They like to have it, but they don't have it. They don't even know what it feels like to feel the love, to have the love, to share the love. They don't even know what it feels like to have someone be kind to them. They don't. They don't know. No one's ever been kind. No one's been loving. No one's been caring. No one's ever done anything good for them. No one's ever told them they love them. Now, when's the last time you walked up to somebody and said, I love you? I care. You can be a walking act of kindness and love. Love with 2 feet. That's what you can be. You can be a messenger of love with 2 feet. You can. And if you are even in a wheelchair, you can be a messenger of love, even in a wheelchair. You can be a messenger of love no matter what condition you're in. As long as you got the love inside of you, you are that beacon. You are that light. Because it didn't put your light out. You won't be singing, my light went out. And I felt like my light went out. I'm going to sing the chorus of it since it popped in my mind. I felt like my light went out one day, and I had words literally flow in from the spiritual realm in the form of a song. And the words and the tune, I'm going to sing it. My light went out. There was nothing I could do. My light went out. I am nothing without you. Don't let me go. I'm holding on so tight. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. And a lot of people's light has went out, and this world has gone dark. And you need to be that light for them. You need to shine that light in their light. Be that light in their light. You can. You say, well, no, I'm not going to do that. They got themselves in their own situation. They did it to themselves. Can you have some compassion on the inside of you at times? Because sometimes people do things inadvertently. Sometimes people don't understand what they're doing, and they do things and then they later regret it. Sometimes they need your light to shine on their darkness. You can do it in a loving, kind way. You can. I promise you, you can. And once your light shines, you can even go over there and your light can light their light that went out. It can. You may say God is the only one that can light someone's light. Jesus is the only one that can light their light. Are you not a part of that? It's like I am the vine, you are the branches. If a man remains in me and I in him, he will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Try it. If you're on the vine, you can help someone who is barely hanging on that vine because you're still on the vine. You can. They're barely hanging on. They're still on the vine. You can't say that they're not. It's like a broken tree branch that's just dangling. You can sit there and rip it off, but once you rip it off, now it's no longer attached. But if it's barely dangling, it still has life. Okay, it does. It's like a broken tomato plant. It's bent and it broke, but still part of it is still on the vine, and it's still going to produce its fruit. It's just broken. You don't need to go yank it off. Okay, don't be giving up on people just like that. Well, I'm not having nothing to do with them. How would you like if somebody did that to you? Would you like it? Would you like it that you fell on hard times or you made a mistake and then somebody decided, you know what? I'm done with them. I've had it. They wouldn't listen to what I had to say. Now, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to have nothing to do with them. Go figure it out yourself. You wouldn't listen to me. I told you so. I'm going to tell you something right now. This is popping in my mind. If you are a person who is going around, who has a habit of going all around and using that phrase, I told you so. I told you so. If you would have listened to me, I told you so. That is arrogant. You want to be an arrogant person? Arrogant people go around and saying, I told you so. I. Because you know what? It's the I in the middle that is the problem. It is. Don't go around pointing fingers and telling people, I told you so. You would have listened to me, that you wouldn't found yourself in that. That's arrogant and that's boastful, especially when somebody is feeling really bad. You have to come at them like that. Don't do that. That's very disrespectful. That really shows the character on the inside of you is what I want to say. Whoever's that for. Gina, are you a person who goes around who says that to people? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've heard people say that to some people in my lifetime, and I never did care for it because it's like rubbing their face right there. It's just like, no, that's arrogant. That's not love. That's not love. Because if you do that to somebody, you're going to reap what you sow. It's going to come back around on you. Somebody's going to do you that way. Would you like to be done? Would you like to have made a decision in your life like that? A wrong decision, and it was an absolutely mistake, and somebody comes up to you and throws your words right back in your face. I told you so. That's what you told me all the time. I told you so. You wouldn't listen to me. I told you so. How would you like the tables flipped? Think about your words before you let them come out of your mouth, because they're literally coming out of the overflow of the heart. The mouth speaks. We're running out of time to prepare. We are. You got to get yourself ready on the inside of your being. You got to be the best version of you. You got to have the love. You got to have the light within. And you got to literally bring it out. You want to be that vessel. You are a vessel of good or of bad. Just you may say, well, I'm a vessel of good and bad. You never know what's going to come out of me. It all depends if somebody makes me upset. You're going to have some bad coming out of me, and I'm going to be a bad vessel at that time. But I got the love, but I'm going to hold it back because I'm not going to give it to you because you made me mad. And you don't deserve my love. What if God said that? You don't deserve my love. You made me mad. You don't deserve my love. You don't deserve my kindness. You don't deserve my son. You don't deserve anything good because you made me mad. That wouldn't be very nice. Could you imagine a human being saying that to another human being? Could you imagine them saying that to their child? Oh my gosh. Somebody, so if you have not told your children you love them, start telling them. Start telling your children that you love them. Start hugging your children, okay? It will change their world. Because somebody on here, your child thinks that you do not love them. This is for somebody. Someone on here, your child thinks that you hate them because you never say anything nice to them. You're always nitpicking. You're always running them down to the ground. Somebody's child is feeling like you don't want nothing else to do with them. Oh, I'm feeling it really deeply because the emotions want to come out right now. Somebody's done something to their child. You probably yelled at them really bad and said some really bad things. Now they feel like you don't even love them. I feel it inside of here. You need to go, if you went into a fit of rage and you don't know what came over you, and you started yelling at your child or somebody else, or even your friend, they feel like you don't love them anymore, that you don't want to have nothing, go tell them you're sorry because you don't know what got into you, especially if you said things that you truly did not mean. And you went off the deep end and you didn't have all the information that you needed and you made assumptions and you wrongly accused them of something. You need to go tell them you're sorry. You may say, well, I'm not the type of person to say I'm sorry. How about today you start being that type of person, especially when you've done something wrong? How about you be the big person on the inside? You be that, let the love come out since you have loving, you have the good and the bad on you, and you let the good come out. The good part of you come out and say, you know what, I'm sorry. I don't normally say I'm sorry, but I'm going to be, it's a man who's done this. It's a man. There's a man that has hollered and has said something really bad. I don't know who you said it to, but you are a man. I know you're a man. You have opened your mouth and you have said something to someone and you've really hurt them really, really bad. And part of you knows you did, but the ego inside of you, your arrogance, your pride is keeping you from apologizing. Listen to me. I'm telling you this out of love. Go to the person that you have done that to and apologize and tell them you're sorry. You can say that you don't know what came over you because you probably don't. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of people who are flying off the deep end. They're getting angry for no reason. You need to go and apologize and tell whoever it is that you have done wrong to, hollered at, that you're sorry and you didn't mean to do it. You don't know what came over you. You've got to tell them because you literally have broken their heart. If you are a man and you've done that, there is a man that has done that. I don't know who you did it to, but you have broken their heart. Now, I've got chills. I don't know if you can see them. I've got them on my arm. My skin, on my hair on my arm is standing up. Go tell them you're sorry. They couldn't even sleep last night because of what you did. You might have slept. You may not have realized what you done. You may think, well, I didn't think my words cut that deep. Oh, they cut much deeper than you realize. Go tell them you're sorry. We got to work on the inside of us, you all. You have got to go to work on the inside of you. You've got to become the best version of you that you could possibly be going forward. You've got to do that. You've got to be strong. And if you're strong in love, you're going to be the best version of yourself. That love will grow and make you as strong as you need to be. You do not want the exact opposite happening because that's going to weaken you on the inside. And it's going to spread a path of destruction in your life. You've got to get yourself grounded in the love of God. In the love of the Almighty God. In the love of Jesus Christ. You've got to get it on the inside and be blossom like this flower. Right there. I think it's the flower. It's a beautiful something. It's on the inside. It'll be a beautiful you on the inside. They will look at you and they'll see your beautiful blossoming of love on the inside of your being. is to be a loving light. Yeah. I am going to go. We're running out of time. And the most important thing, I've said it for years. I literally have said it for years. You got to get stronger on the inside of your being. Good morning. Yes. You must be a psychiatrist or a Democrat or both. Greg, bye, honey. Are you coming on this channel and you passing judgment on Gina Honey because she has some love and compassion on the inside of her being? Are you coming on here trying to being sneaky and doing a speaking down to Gina Honey? Do you think that I am a clueless woman just because I have love and compassion and kindness on the inside of me? If you think that, then you need to go watch some other videos where I make that quite clear that I'm not a doormat. I'm none of that. And if you don't like people who are loving, kind to others, I don't know what to tell you. Perhaps no one's ever been loving, kind to you. Perhaps someone has never blew you a kiss in your life. Perhaps that. Maybe you need some love on the inside. Right there, I just blew you a kiss of love. Did I want to? Yeah. Did you do it with the right motive? It had some good motive in it. It did. It really did. Had some good motives in it. But no, you ain't going to get far on this earth, and you ain't going to be able to build a strong community when the world falls apart if you ain't got the love on the inside of your being. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to have strong ties, and nobody's going to have your back. They're not going to have your back. They'll have your back. They'll be a backstabber. That's what they'll have. You'll have backstabbers stabbing you in the back when push comes to shove. If it's you or them, it's going to be you. They ain't going to stand up for you. They're not. You're going to be falling down, and they'll say, well, leave them there because they didn't want to help nobody else up. Leave them like they there, because in my time of need, they never did nothing for me. You be like that. They'll be, no, you're going to be like all the other people who walk by the man laying on the side of the road. You ain't going to be that good Samaritan. You're not. We got a lot of good Samaritans in this world, on this channel, a whole lot, figuratively, spiritually speaking. We got them. We do got them. Let there be peace on earth, and let it start on the inside of your being. That's right. We ain't got no room for the bad people. Susan B. Honey, thank you for being on here. Yeah. You get really far with the love on the inside of you. You can be a walking example. You can. You can be a walking testimony. You can. Of what it's like to live a life of love. You can. I'm not going to say that you're not going to stumble and fall. You're going to make mistakes. I'm not going to say that. You're human. You're going to make mistakes. But the good that you do in the world is far going to outweigh any stumbling that you do. It's far going to outweigh that. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, okay? You'll have your ups and down days. You'll have days where you do a little bit of fit throwing. But it won't be too bad. It just would be a little venting. But because you know on the inside, if you don't open up the vent, you're gonna be like that pressure cooker. It's going. You get just like, you gotta let some steam out in a healthy way. You do. What happened to Greg? Did he disappear from Gina Honey? I blew him a kiss. Maybe it was a kiss goodbye, because on the end of his screen name he had BYE. I blew you a kiss of love goodbye. Yeah. No, it's gonna come down to it. We have very little time left to prepare ourselves, and you don't want anything. I have been told I'm like a psychologist. I have a counselor, a teacher, all of it. I've been told I am love. I am love on the inside of my being. That's right. Because there's so many attributes of love. If you got love on the inside of your being, you have so much on the inside, and then some. You have a lot of attributes, a lot of byproducts of love, and it's all good. And strength and courage and dignity and honor and integrity, kindness, compassion. You got it all. You don't got the, you got the healing too. You got the healing that comes. This is really healing and comfort. You got that too. But if you got something else on the inside of you, it's going to be void of all that. It is. You're going to be a dark soul. You have to join forces with the dark ones. You don't want to do that because in the end, the darkness is going to be no more. It'd be Puff. It's like Puff the magic dragon that lived by the sea. Yeah. Whoopsie, I hear a car door out there. That must be my brother. I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to see my brother. So with that being said, we got a little time to prepare, and you got to get the love built up. You got to get reservoirs of love on the inside of your being to face the world that's going dark. The world that's going to get turned upside down is already turning upside down. And we got some poles that are flipping. We got a polarity flip is what we got. Susan B., honey, you are so good to us. Thank you, Susan B., for the love and the light on the inside of your being. And to everyone else, yeah, you want to greet me with love and light? I am not going to complain. I love the love and I love the light. And I embrace it. I do. Label it however you want to, but I love it. I do love it. Ah, you're so very welcome. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. Y'all please give this video a thumbs up. It's an encouragement video. Just tune out the bad in the world. We don't need it, even though it's there. We don't have to give in to it and be bad too. It's like that Michael Jackson. I'm bad, you know it. I'm bad, bad, bad. No, we won't be good. Good, but we're not a doormat. We're strong. Gonna tell them we're all strong. Okay, I gotta go. You all love you. Thank you, Susan B., honey. Any other moderator? Thank you, and thank you for those hearts that fly up the screen.